You can be kind for so long that people stop seeing it as kindness. They start seeing it as something you are supposed to give. Your patience becomes expected. Your forgiveness becomes convenient. And slowly, without anyone saying it out loud, your needs become the least urgent thing in the room. It usually does not begin with weakness. It begins with wanting peace. You say yes because saying no feels heavy. You stay calm because you do not want to be difficult. You let small things slide because you tell yourself they are not worth a problem. At first, it feels easier. It feels peaceful. But over time, that peace starts costing you something. But every time you ignore your own discomfort to protect someone else's comfort, you teach them something. You teach them that your boundaries are soft. You teach them that your silence means permission. You teach them that they can take a little more, and you will probably adjust. This is the part many nice people do not notice. They think being good means being easy to love, so they become easy to interrupt, easy to blame, and easy to disappoint. They become easy to come back to after being treated badly. They confuse being understanding with having no limits. They think patience means accepting almost anything. They think kindness means staying quiet, and slowly they start disappearing inside their own goodness. Deep down, this often comes from fear of being abandoned, fear of being disliked, fear that if you stop giving, people will stop choosing you. So you become useful before you feel safe. You become calm before you feel respected. You become forgiving before anyone has truly changed, and you keep calling it love because admitting the truth feels too painful. And the mind can make this pattern feel noble. It tells you that you are just mature, that you are just patient, that you are just not like other people. But sometimes what looks like maturity is really self-betrayal wearing a quiet face. Sometimes being calm is not peace. Sometimes it is fear that has learned to speak softly. The difficult part is that people may not even realize they are using you at first. They simply respond to the pattern you keep allowing. If you always understand, they stop explaining. If you always forgive, they stop thinking carefully. If you always make room for them, they stop wondering whether there is room for you. They may not call it taking. They may not even notice it. But your silence slowly trains them where the limits are. That does not mean kindness is wrong. Kindness only becomes dangerous when it has no protection around it. When your compassion has no boundary, it turns into an open door, and some people are more comfortable taking than noticing. And breaking this pattern feels strange, because the first time you choose yourself, it can feel like you are being cruel. Your nervous system may panic. You may overthink your tone, replay the conversation, or feel guilty for saying something completely reasonable. That guilt does not always mean you did something wrong. Sometimes, it only means you are doing something unfamiliar. You are stepping out of the role where everyone gets access to you, even when they have not earned it. The shift begins when you understand this clearly. Being nice is not the same as being available for disrespect. Being loving is not the same as being endlessly flexible. And being a good person does not require you to make yourself small, so other people can stay comfortable. Some people will only respect the version of you that finally has limits, not because they suddenly understand your heart, but because your behavior finally makes your value visible. A boundary shows people where you begin. Without it, they may keep walking through you and call it normal. They may keep expecting more. They may keep taking your silence as agreement, and they may never ask what it is costing you. So maybe the real lesson is not to become colder. It is to become more honest, to let your kindness stay alive, but stop letting it work against you. Because the people who truly care about you will not need you to disappear in order to feel loved.